Gonna go do some weed eating. Well, brush cutting actually. Well, I got her all started there. Sorry for my arm being in the way. And just waiting for it to warm up. Making a plan. Looking over where I'm going to start my brush cutting. Just going to come up over the hill over here. And there's some stinging nettles just around the corner over here, which I start out with, but I don't show the clip too long because I have the camera in my pocket and the view is not the greatest. It's kind of foolish. And then, so there's some stinging nettles right there in the corner. I'll get them here. And then I'm moving down the mountain there. I just kind of fast forwarded it a bit. There's my folks' place. And in a second or two, you'll see I'll change the camera. I've set the camera up, but sideways. Here it is, sideways. And then just watch here. I get kind of excited and carried away. The camera's maybe a little close for the action, but I like watching the shrapnel. So just grab your coffee and just watch. It sure gives your forearms and shoulders a good workout doing this. But just watch here when I go out of the screen here. There's going to be some good shrapnel coming up. So time for a change of scenery. I'm going to the front of our place here, and there's a bunch of old, like it's a choke cherry type tree that we had cut down. It's kind of like a weed, but man, it was an ugly tree. And then they have all these little sprouts coming out of them. You can't quite see from here, but I just weed eat the front here. It looks simple, and it kind of is, but it's so easy to trip on all the junk and the little stems sticking out. So it's one of those jobs that didn't like doing it, but once it's done, it feels so good. This goes on for a little bit, but it's one of those, like I said, it's a fun job in the sense of it's good workout, and it has a good reward at the end. So bear with me. This goes on for a little bit, back and forth. But like I said, just sit back, relax, and watch the work happen. It's fun. I enjoy it. So just to reiterate what I said there, this is an old stump that was in a fire long time ago, and it probably stands about 10 feet tall. But it's kind of a neat looking piece because it's weathered and it looks like charcoal, looks like an old forest fire. And I'm just cleaning up around it, as I said, just cleaning up all the weeds around it. Okay. And I kind of edited a bit out, so I took my arm out of there, and you can see my arm now and then. My apologies. But just watch from start to finish and you'll see kind of the aftermath of what it looks like. And again, it's one of those quick jobs. The brush cutter is the only way to go with this, because a regular weed eater with the weed eater line would just get wrecked with the big thick branches that are in there. So this is the only way to go. Little alder up there. That part's dead. Oops. That part's dead there. So I'll just trim it and leave that little branch. Hopefully that grows into an alder up there. So now that it's all done, you can see when I pan out the view of the two old fire logs that are standing up. It looks pretty cool. These cool old relics of the past. This is black caps. Yeah, these are the black caps. So I kept these, I trimmed them out. Black caps, or sometimes they call Scotch caps. Kind of like cross between a raspberry and a blackberry. Here's an example of one of those old burnt stumps. Coming out of it is this beautiful little spruce, and then out of that earlier or long ago was an alder. It's just cool to see, like, past old generation dead, relatively like modern, but still 30 years oldish, and then new. Pretty cool. And here, just looking back at the stump again, you can see the alder has this long root going all the way down the side of the old stump, and then it goes right into the ground. And maybe with the same thing with that little spruce, over time, the roots will eventually climb over the side all the way down. Obviously, it's getting nutrients from the stump itself. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's the end of the video.